All right, I think we're about ready here. 8, 7. Five, 4, 3, hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and I am back to working on the spats, which is a fairly big project, but it's not the largest thing this channel's ever seen. So yeah, opening up the whole discussion to making knots and answering questions, just in general hanging out while knotting. I am joined tonight by my lovely wife Mandy. And we got a couple contests going on. We have the secret word game, where if you happen to mention that word during chat, you win a bag, which is pretty cool. We kind of upped the stakes after the last time took almost a year for anybody to get it. And we have a chat to win, which is completely random. It's basically every time you mention something in chat, it rolls the dice. And then if it comes up the right number, you win. And we're still, I don't know why our printer is not working. The 8-ball I noticed was working, so that's kind of cool. I was working on that this week to try to make sure that that thing wasn't going to be a problem. We're almost to that point, honestly. No, it's not. Yeah, it's a nice little printer. It's so little and cute. Look, the light's solid green, so it means it's supposed to be working. I don't know. Unplug it and plug it back in, I guess. I have no idea what else to do to it. Oh, earlier today, while playing around, I was Subject 62, thank you. So check this out. I took one of my stickers and stuck it on one of my moleskin books that I used to keep track of all the bracelet ideas and designs for future projects. And now I can actually tell which is the right side of the book, as well as that is the book that I intend to use for such things. So it worked out really kind of cool. I'm really excited about it. These stickers are the bomb. I've used all of them except for one. I've got one more gecko paws off my floss, so yeah. Hey, Lily made it. Hello. Wow. Yeah, so I'm sincerely really hoping to get this project done with by, like, say, maybe the Christmas time, like that, around there. It could be done a lot sooner. I have no concept of time. I have no idea, like, when it comes to projects, like how long to expect to make it happen. Like I just was working on one of the ornaments that's going to be coming out in the videos for November. And I honestly thought it was going to take a lot longer than it did. But yeah, it turned out pretty cool. I'm kind of stoked about that whole process. I'll probably be doing more of that this week. If you check the community tab, you'll see my schedule. So, oh, this week I had, you know, multiple days scheduled to work, right? I was going to hang out with you guys. It was going to be fun. They decided to tear apart the whole flat above ours, and they had jackhammers and all kinds of just noise. It was so loud that you could barely hear yourself think. It was terrible. I have had like such a rough week. Hey, Rara. Welcome. It's so nice. We got like everybody here. We got people over on checking out the vertical stream, which is cool. Because it's not okay. So Lily just asked, why am I doing the same thing? It's I haven't finished this project. This is a really big project. It's going to, there has to be 4 of these pieces. During the regular week, I'm working on all kinds of other stuff, but this is what I'm working on the weekend until this one goes. And then after I finish this, we'll go on to another big project. All these big projects tend to take a while. I don't know. I haven't had much time during the week to do this, to be honest. But yeah. Lily is on the vertical stream. Yeah, I think what comes after this project is a pretty cool bag. Yeah. So yeah, the screen shows all the text from both spots, so makes it so I can keep up with things. Yeah, they went out on Wednesday. So, oh, Lily switched over to the other chat. I'm getting myself kind of confused with these strings. This is one of those where I've been segmenting it out, but I've kind of done it in a way that's not necessarily the most intuitive way. Man, I've seen so many cool Halloween decorations, but I'm like hesitant on trying to decorate out the office because it kind of dates when I'm doing the rest of the videos, you know? Cool. Oh, also this week, besides mailing off stuff to people, I went back to that bookstore to see whether or not the crocheting thing, the magazine or whatever I had seen, to see how much that was. It was $30. $30 for a magazine. I've heard a lot of people complaining like people don't read anymore. But come on, $30 for a magazine? It's like no wonder nobody's like doing so. I don't. Who's paying $30 for a magazine? That's crazy. So yeah, needless to say, I didn't get it. I'm gonna try to either check in a library or see if I can find some kind of tutorials online. Because just, but if it was a book, if it was like a, you know, all kinds of how to get started kind of book, I would maybe 30 would make sense. It was a magazine, like a monthly publication for beginners. It had some patterns or whatever to it, but it was, I don't know, man. Just seemed like a lot. And I get that our currency isn't as valuable as the US. That's why if you're in the US and you want to join the membership, it's like $4. It's $4 to be a member, but it's $5 here. So kind of big difference. Oh no. Right on. Glad you joined us. It's so unfortunate about your arm. Yeah, I'll have to look around to see where used books come from because I don't know a lot of places for that. So Lily, I broke my leg before, and I can tell you that in the hospital, you got that little call switch. You can call them up and tell them that you'd like a milkshake, and they'll just bring that stuff to you. That's like the best part of being in the hospital is just like there's like unlimited milkshakes because that's like my greatest weakness. Okay, bye. Yeah, getting a cast is no fun. Oh, but the good
was mine.
A plus side is it's autumn, so it's not as hot and sweaty because it gets kind of funky underneath the plaster during the summertime. I know that one from experience.
But that's all day, every day in Singapore.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed the cast that was on my arm.
I had a cast that came all the way up to my upper thigh, and I tried to be smart because I had an itch, and I took a straw to try to scratch it, but I hadn't thought about the fact that there was paper on the straw, and that got wedged down in the cast. And so I had to wait until I got home to get a knitting needle from my mom's thing of knitting needles to fish out the paper because I hated it. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like no. Make a bracelet big enough to actually go around a cast. That's easy, but whole cast cover, yeah, by the time I could finish it, I'm pretty sure you'd be out of the cast.
Hopefully.
Well, it took 8 weeks when I broke my leg. I had 4 weeks of a cast up to my thigh and 4 weeks of a cast that went up to my knee. Yeah, but then to have a fashion show, you have to have more than one thing. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Wow. Yeah, high fashion, I think there's a special emphasis on the word high. Uh, oh, from my new craft. Welcome back to the smiley faces. Oh, so when you become a member, which is like the down below, it says that it says join. When you join and you're paying like $5 a month, it starts out yellow and then goes orange, red, purple, depending on like how long you've been a member.
Eventually, you get the rainbow.
Yeesh. Yeah, I don't get why there isn't one on an Apple device. Why is that not there? Gotcha. So you still haven't been able to get the printer to go? Have you given up trying, or?
I've given up trying. Gonna reboot it again?
Sure. Okay, it's blinking.
Oh my god. What was that?
What?
The test try?
It worked?
Yes. Nice connected.
Okay, send a test to see if it does. So anybody that's wondering what was going on with the printer, basically when we get new members, we print out a little thing welcoming them here. And it's a cute little printer, but for some odd reason, it's just somewhat frustrating. I wanted it to be able to connect directly to the computer, but it doesn't do that. It just connects to the phone. Oh, it's printed
What?
of me. Yes.
Fine.
It printed a picture of me drinking beer, as if that we needed proof that that's a thing. See, picture, very obscure picture of me. And like, there's a person here, obviously. Pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna move down to this end. I'm pretty sure Lily's quite young, so she'll probably bring back pretty easily. It's us older people have subject. Hey, Debbie made it. Hi. Welcome. Yeah, so where's there a good book thrift store besides I was just there too. That's where I went to the post office. What's That's the only place I can think of with like odd bookstores. Hang on. Not WR. I'm still working on the spats. Wait, honey, where did I go? Where did I go to mail this stuff?
Pasta.
Raspasa. So those bookstores would be like the where to go? Yeah, I was in Braspasa. I know they've got some used book places, but I can't think anywhere else. Yeah, I don't know. I think if you're looking for like the old Dracula, you can go to Google books because the original whatever for that is so old that it's like free for everybody. And so I know like Frankenstein and Dracula and some of the other like the old classics and stuff are just straight up available through Google. But if you want like the newer ones, then yeah, you have to go elsewhere. Pin the yellow jacket as in the bee? Like okay, so when I was messing with that kind of stuff, I was pretty young and I used a little jar to suffocate them. But I hear the ether, either they use the stuff that like you use to start a car or whatever, that gas, whatever, spray that into the bottle, it makes it go faster. And then while they're still soft or whatever, you stick the pin through it and you have like other pins to hold things like the wings and stuff in place to make sure that they don't like get weirded out or whatever when it dries out. But I was pretty young doing that stuff, like, so it's been a hot minute. I like how we're covering like a wide range of like random things.
Educational.
Yeah, so typically when they pin the animal, it's before they're already dried out. Because if you try to pin them after they're all dried out, their body squishes while you try to put the pin in. But yeah, there's totally people who have like every insect, like the whatever in England has like a huge drawer after drawer, beetles, butterflies, you name it. But they pin it like fresh after they die. And they use like the engine starter stuff to suffocate them. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but like when they pin it, they use like the macrame boards and just a ton of pins to hold everything the way they want it to dry. And then when it's all done and dried, then they can pull all the rest of the pins out and just leave the one that goes through the middle. Huh. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, and then you just need some kind of like a cardboard or something that you can stick into a picture frame that's got like the shadow frames or whatever, the ones that are thick. And that way you can see, talking and make a mistake. You can then pin them to the cardboard or whatever and have it inside the little case. Because you don't want it to get dusty or whatever, because you won't be able to touch it without it like all falling apart. That'd be a cool little collection over, course of a lifetime. Who knows what kind of different things you'll find. Yeah, as a very young man, I killed off a lot of insects for the sole purpose. I had microscopes that were given to me, and so I was like checking out wings and stuff. Yeah, seems like a cool hobby, you know. But yeah, I was checking them out with microscopes, looking at the wings, looking at the stingers. The fuzzy little antennas. I still get a kick out of microscopes. I have this thing. So this is 20 to 60 times zoom. It's amazing, like looking at string work or various whatevers. Nice. Yeah, you're lucky if the wings are like out the way you want to have it displayed, because I would imagine that that's half the battle, is trying to get it into the position you want it to show off its best look. But you definitely want to get it into an environment where it's not going to get dusty or whatever, because they're delicate. Yeah. Yeah, bugs were not safe around me. Yeah. Well, now one of my biggest kicks is I have discovered fountain pens and fountain pen ink. And some of these inks are like, they're like magical. They're crazy. So let's take this little picture here. Let's see if we can. Oh, this pen really does not like. Oh, there we go. So I doubt you can see it, but some of the upstrokes are very purple and the downstrokes are very black. Let's see if I can get a little bit. I'm learning calligraphy. Nothing but a lot of floss and boards. But anyways, so this paper isn't really good to see it, but this ink does a really cool thing. It's shiny in green, but the ink itself is purple. So it looks like a plant kind of thing. I don't know. It's really sexy. Yeah, I've got some calligraphy pens and I've got some paper to learn the calligraphy. I'm not really good with it, but I've got all kinds of like really cool ink to practice with. It's so much fun. And then my book for my journal has got like the best paper for doing calligraphy and cool inks and stuff on. So yeah, totally love it. And some of my favorite pens are stuff I got off of AliExpress. No, I got the considering it's within, you know, almost arm's reach, I can show you. So, bunch of pens. So these are my calligraphy ones. They're knockoffs of who makes this? Wait, turn this around the other side. Lamy. So they're knockoffs of Lamy's. This is a 1.5. This one's 2.9 mm. So that's really, really wide. What's this one? 1.9. A 2.5, 2.5 millimeter. Yeah, so I stuck little stickers in there, 1.7. So all these ones are the calligraphy ones. And then I got like these other pens are like different nib sizes, different whatevers. The Jinhao pens down here actually work out really great and they're really kind of inexpensive. But yeah, I got pilots. I got, I forgot which this was. Oh, Ferris wheel press. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I got that one for my anniversary gift. So yeah, lots of pens. I love it. I love the fact that there's so many different inks to choose from. Some have glitter in it, which isn't great because the glitter clogs up the pen. But if you want to like dip them and stuff. The Ferris wheel one, that's the purple. But yeah, so anyways, I've only been into like fountain pens for like the last 4 years. When I discovered one, it was really cheap on AliExpress and it wrote amazing. And that like opened up the floodgates because once I learned that I could like refill inks and do all this stuff, it was like, heck yeah, let's go. So yeah, kind of crazy. I like it though. I really do. I tend to switch out my inks each month so that way, like in my journal and stuff, it's like a different ink every month. Completely unnecessary, but it's kind of cool. I like it. And I've heard some really cool stories about people who have used various inks for their profession. There was a guy that worked for the court systems. Like he was, I don't know what, like they filing depositions or something like that. And he used an ink that was sort of like purple in color. It wasn't quite black, but it was dark enough that like most of the time they accepted it. And when he ran out, his boss was like, that's it, you know, no more, you know, because he ran out of ink one day, you know, didn't bring a pen refilled or whatever. And when he used just a regular pen and sent it over to the courthouse, they got a phone call and they wanted to know, was it really from him, because it wasn't in the usual colored ink. And then after that, his boss is like, yeah, you just keep using the purple stuff. That's obviously it's like makes people feel more secure about like that it really came from where it said it came from, which I thought was really neat. Yeah, like a signature ink. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, like I just filled out the voting thing for America, and I used ink that is it can't, you can't erase it. It does, it's, you can't laser it off, you can't whatever. It's super super. Oh heck yeah, that's cool. The one I use is supposed to be like absolutely bulletproof. So yeah. Yeah, I guess that's, yeah, it's from Noodler, and it's supposed to be like super safe and whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I write down lot of stuff. Like I'll do the whole like whatever plans I have for doing the, you know, things throughout the day. If there's like a lot of steps involved, I'll write them all out so that way I don't miss parts of it. And so like I'm constantly just jotting notes. So I like to have pens around me, and I like the pens to be easy to use. I don't want to have, you know, the rollerball experience where it's like drags on the paper so hard or whatever. I just like to be able to just write and go. So yeah, I probably have, let's see, I have like 6 of them inked up at the moment. Oh, and so the pen that I used for voting was the same pen that my wife got me as like the special gift or whatever. Came via Rainbow. It's a brass pen, so it's gonna like age and patina over time. It hasn't changed much yet, but it's really cool. Gerda, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. That's awesome. Gerda Westlalway? I'm terrible at names, so I'm sure I just butchered that really badly. But hey, welcome. I don't know why, but today I'm dropping a lot of frames. I Not sure why. Oh, that's very cool, Subject 62.
The printer work?
Oh, it did. The printer is working. There we go. The bot is here. Thanking you for subscribing, Gerda. I really can't do that last name. I have no idea. But hey, welcome. Let's stick this somewhere. I think aren't scorpions related to spiders? They only have 6 legs, but I thought they were. You don't know.
Scorpions are arachnids. They have 8 legs.
They do have 8 legs. Okay, yeah. Thought they were arachnids. My son had one. He wanted something ferocious and whatever, and his mom was like absolutely against the whole notion. And then I'm like, look, you just want something that like eats other things and is tough, right? Because he was asking for a snake, and the reality is snakes are hard to keep because they get loose all the time. So yeah, he pretty much confirmed that's all he was looking for, something kind of badass as a pet. And so I suggested a scorpion because you can put them in a fish tank and they can't climb the sides or anything. So a lot easier to maintain and have around. So he got himself a black scorpion. It was pretty cool. Yeah, snakes get out too easily. Scorpions will stay inside of a tank, no trouble. The only thing is their food, like crickets, might get out. But that's that's not going to hurt anybody. Yep. Yeah, I knew a guy that used to breed snakes, and he had all the right stuff or whatever, but still periodically one would get loose. Yeah. Yeah, I was spent the night over at his house one night, and I noticed that his hamster was jumping around like Ricky Tikki Tacky, and like, hey, what's going on with your hamster? And a little tiny, I think that actually might have been a corn snake. Actually, little tiny snake was in the tank and getting kind of ferocious and stuff. So yeah, it was crazy. Hello, Rachel. Wow. If you only you live down the street or something. I like terrariums. Making a lot of good progress here tonight. Not bad. No, probably not. I'd probably try to make some room for one. Actually, you know what I want? There's a couple stores around the island. Like one of them was on at Vivo, and it's like partly fish tank and partly plants and stuff growing. Wait, let me see if I can. Where's the just me? There's a fish tank right here, full of floss. Yeah, we just have them running around to the house. So yeah, the geckos are just. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to save up all of the scraps to see if anybody can use it for something. Yeah, we now have, okay, so typically geckos are really solitary. Like they don't like competition nearby them or anything. But in the kitchen where I got the picture of the gecko that's on the stickers, there's two geckos and they've been there for a few days now. I have no idea what's up with that. But yeah, like the dude that was part of that sticker, this guy, he's now got a little groupie hanging out with him or whatever. Yeah, I've actually thought about how to do that and actually know how to do that. It's possibly more like what do they call those? The sock puppets or the sock? What's the little doll little kids sleep with? It's like looks like a monkey, kind of like that. Sock monkey, yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I know how to do a sock monkey out of knots. Except for I'd probably make it like way more psychedelic. If you guys are serious about it, I can make it a thing that could happen like maybe between this and the next bag, or well, no, because somebody else has been bugging me about the granny square bag. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the granny square bag is going to be really sweet. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. There's so many things that I can do. It's just a matter of time. Like each project just takes a bunch of time. Yeah, that really can vary. I did a few bags here that took like less than 30 hours, so like 10 weeks of streaming to make a various size, kind of smaller ish. Yeah. Yeah, that one took a while. That one, it was hell. That one, the 4 month one, that was me just absolutely, oh god, it was elongated arrowhead. It was the hardest thing, and I wasn't that. I made that in some really fun locations though. Like I remember we took a bike ride out to Pongal, and there's like a place along the river. I sat there with the bike and worked on it just to be out of the house and doing something different. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it can totally range. So, like the smaller ones, they go obviously a lot faster than the bigger ones. The big ones, some of them took months. There were pillows. I have pillows that took months. That's why, like, when you look at like some of the merch and stuff, like there's the flip flops, right? Those pictures, it works really well because it's a pillow instead of just being a little bracelet. It's a whole big ass pillow. I don't have a picture of it handy. If I had to try to go find that on my Instagram right now, I would be a long scroll. Yeah, the pillows were definitely big projects. Well, the big project took 9 months. My largest project took me 9 months. It's 1.6 meters wide by 6 meters long. It used 877 skeins of floss to make it. Yeah, I don't think any of the new people who watch me can comprehend like how long that big project took, and like every week on the live streams it was just like here's what kind of progress I made so far. And yeah,
That's a photo
me
of
too.
the bag Minute's talking about.
Where am I looking?
It's not showing up.
I don't see it. Is it what's that? Where am I looking?
No, I am showing it on my desktop.
Oh, okay. Here.
Why is it not showing?
There we go. So that's the bag that took me 4 months. That was incredibly difficult. You got another one?
Which one are we looking for?
I don't know. Pillows or the big project?
Um, you're not. You don't have those on the in portfolio, do you?
No, probably not. Oh, well, I don't know. I should. And so Mandy's going through my portfolio. Let's go back to her. Yeah, there's a few bags right there.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Rapunzel, but you don't have a.
Yeah, a couple of those bags are pretty big. That bag at the bottom, those little bucket ones, that one's 144 colors, so it's 288 strings around. That one took months. That one's still in the shop actually. That one's incredible. It's got like a spiral base to it. That's borderline ridiculous. Yeah, there's the base. It comes to like a spiral in the middle. Yeah. That one took a minute. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've made some crazy stuff over the years. Yeah.
How is big project and the pillows not in the portfolio?
I have no idea. I know there's a lot of photos for the big project because there's a web page dedicated to it. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know why. Yeah, the 144 color bag is spectacular. There's another bag that's like either 2 or 3 colors, I don't remember, that is supposed to look like a tarnished brass that is Celtic designed. That one's pretty impressive as well. Like, oh yeah, they're definitely in there. Mind you, it's been what, 2 years since the big project, so finding it is a deep dive. I make a lot of stuff, guys. I go through a lot of embroidery floss. If somebody has connections to like DMC, yeah, yeah. There's 44 videos in the live stream playlist for the big project. Hang on. Wait, all the pictures are just the patterns? Wait, that can't be right.
I've got a photo of the pillows.
Ah. So there's the pillows that I made. They're like the big size pillows that you throw on a couch. But it looks like the big project, all of it is all videos. Why do I? That's weird. Had no idea. I thought I had photos for it as well. I'll take. I guess I could make a note to take photos tomorrow and put them up in
You did
various
have
sites.
photos. I told
I
them.
know. I don't. I know.
You're
I
the one
remember.
where you were holding it. Okay, this is not working.
All right. All right. Do I have a? Nope, wrong button.
Here we go.
Nope, still wrong. Hang on. Where's? Hang on.
I got it.
Ah. So there's the big project. Mind you, I'm 6'4". That thing is massive. Celtic is the stuff that makes it look like it's going over and under and all sort of woven. Yeah. The Celtic,
That one's easier. That one's in the website. That one's in portfolio.
Right. Yes. Yep. Hang on. Looking for the photo. Where's? Hang on. There it is. That's the Celtic bag. It's so complex. It makes it almost impossible to tell whether or not it's all one continuous path or more than one path going around it. And I'm not telling. It's for the person who buys it to sit there and trace it out and see how the things interact with each other, because yeah, it is. This was one of the most complicated things. I actually had to use little scrap bits of string to mark off where the different segments were, so that way I wouldn't get myself confused. Yeah, it's 3 colors. It's like a brownish color. Well, technically it's 4 colors, because the tarnishy green one is 2 colors mixed together, which that proved to be super painful when it came time to adding string, because I had to split the floss into smaller strands to mix it together to be able to make it work. Yeah, it was absolutely brutally difficult to make. I don't remember, how much is that one even going for? I know, like, out of the bigger bags, it's probably one of the least expensive.
Hang on, have to cut. But my newt has just sent these links. That's another really cool one.
Yeah, that one was really cool. That one's a round one. That's that was so much work. That thing was so wide before it became a a circle.
And this one is another woven one.
Yeah. Wait, I've lost track of this. Oh, thank you. So if you're talking about the Celtic bag, it had to be split into different segments so that way I could follow the pattern properly. It was really difficult. Oh, I'm really glad about that, Debbie. Yeah, the Celtic one is probably 2 or 3 times that size. It's pretty big.
This is the one Debbie's talking about. The autism bag.
Yeah. That was a especially fun project. Oh, not Pac-Man, Space Invaders. Space Invaders. This one. Score is 99999, which I actually did roll the thing over once, playing this on an Atari. Yeah. Go. They spoke out and they broke out. Good times around them. Yep. It's kind of fun to be able to throw it out there periodically, like that. It's not just like this project that I'm working on, you know, for like people like Lily who barely seen anything made here, to kind of, you know that we've made a few different things over time. You know, there was a few weeks where I actually was just making bracelets, just because, you know, that was kind of the thing at the time. So yeah. Keep back and watch the world get bushwhacked. Yeah, like this project here. I'm making 4 different segments that'll get sewn together into 2, and that basically they become spats. I'll have to add some Velcro and like an elastic strap that'll go underneath the shoe. It'll be so cool. And everybody got quiet. Yeah, I have a lot of ideas for projects to come. I've honestly considered the fact that I have to actually take care of my health so that way I can be sure to be able to do all the projects that I want to do. There's just so many ideas. Yeah, I don't do a whole lot of projects all at the same time. Unless you count the ones for like the live stream separate from the other ones that I'm working on. I wish I had like a bunch of kids who are interested in learning and I could just like draw up patterns and say like, here, make this and be sure to record it. And then I just do a voiceover or something later, you know? Yeah, but if you only had your laptop sleeve to work on, you would basically have it done already. It wouldn't be a sweatshop. It would be back in the olden days, back when they used to have like the apprenticeship thing. That's what it would be. It would be people striving to become awesome with my guidance. So, so what if my shop has air conditioning? Is that better? Or maybe I set up shop where it's nice and cool, and we don't have sweatshops. We just have like a chill place to work. AKAAWOL Wonka. Right. Oh no. That's not fun. You got grounded for posting videos? That sucks. Mandy's sister has a kid who's, what is he, like 8 or 9? The parents all got all excited because one of his videos took off, got like 1,200 hits. Parents got all excited until they found out, like, I have video that's got, 600,000 hits. So, perspective. So I kind of found a nice little rhythm in the making this pattern where I'm just kind of like adding a diamond or so and then kind of going back and forth with it just a little bit each time. It seems to be working really nice. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it's fine and dandy when you're an adult and you throw out the information and stuff. But yeah, maybe not do that when you're a kid. I mean, I'm sure the parents are, you know, just trying to look out for you guys. I don't know. I think if I was to raise this child through this day and age, I might let them do stuff like YouTube and TikTok, but yeah, there would be definite rails on there, like you don't talk about where you're from and that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, it's the unsafe part that's yeah. Because there's creepy people out there. Like somebody tried to send me a friend request in Discord, and I'm not sure how I feel about that because it's not somebody who's already like a member of the AWOL thing. So I have no idea like why they're sending me friend requests, but we're so yeah, all the way across. Yeah, you know, if you set the boundaries right and you tell them what to do, and then your parents know what the YouTube channel is and they're looking over it and they're helping you make edits and doing things, maybe even participating along with you, it sort of it would be less cringe. But just spilling out information for anybody out there, yeah, that could be pretty bad. So yeah, hang on. All right, now it is time for me to get the bot thingy over here. Yeah. Yeah, if the parents are included and trying to help explain what is reasonable content and what's, you know, off limits, make totally way more sense, guys. That's just my thought, though. All right, hang on. Here we go. Wow. Too cool. Mandy won it with 11. Nicely done, guys. That was awesome. Yeah, you didn't do bad at all. You got the winning move. So I can totally see what's going to happen here. I'm going to end up having a bunch of these things. I'll end up being at the point where all of them need string added. And that's all I'm going to be doing for, like, I don't know, a stream or 3.
I got an ad right before the last move.
Really? Oh man, I could go for a Hershey pie right now. Well, Subject 62, if you're going to do it, hang on, I have to figure out where that app is. So there's an app called Animes. It's available through Steam, and it will let you substitute your face for whatever. You can be a raccoon, you can be an alien, you can be whatever you want. Which would be definitely a better way. You could be like those guys that, you know, have their face reveal like 10 years, 15 years down the road, but like hide behind something, which maybe your parents still think that's kind of cool. But yeah, you'll have to really like think out which icon you're going to use for yourself. Like Disguised Toast, he like hid behind like a mask and stuff for years and years and years before he did a face reveal. So I mean, that's totally doable. But yeah, they have ones that look like a cat. They got all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. Cool. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I mean, and then you got to think of like what kind of content you want to create, and like how you're going to record it. Like I use OBS for recording, but like there's a whole lot of variety ways of like getting it. Yep. Yep. But yeah, last thing you want to do is start off as like doing video games and then turn into, yeah, exactly, write a proposal. But yeah, if you're going to do video games, that's kind of easy. If you're going to try doing craft work, it's a lot harder. Like if it wasn't for my members, I would really have a hard time because I go through a lot of string. But again, this animes that I told you about, take a look at it, because the beauty of that is like if you're under a mask for like a long duration, the humidity from your own breath will build up and you will hate yourself. If you do the animes, it's digital, so you don't have to have anything on you. You don't have to sweat and turn gross and be miserable. You could go back and find my live stream for Halloween, because that's how I did my Halloween. Wait, no. We did some really goopy stuff last Halloween. When did I do the animes one? Yeah, so for the voice, the good one that's free is voice mod. I think that's what it's called. Is that what it's called? Yeah, voice mod. Yeah, it was, yeah. When did I do the one where it was like an alien? Remember that? That was like crazy. Yeah, I do a lot of crazy stuff, but I'm old enough to, you know. Somebody wants to come and kidnap me, I'm okay as long as they give me candy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh man. I'll right. Yeah, if they get candy corn, I'm getting in the van. Oh, heck yeah. Vanilla shake, man. That's like one of the big reasons I like go to like Shake Shack on a regular. I love those vanilla shakes. So good. Yeah, I got a friend of mine. You might want to throw this in your proposal. I have a friend of mine who says that his vlog, the idea of vlogging anymore now is more of a way of having a way to look back and see what your life was like a year ago or 5 years ago and that kind of stuff. So if you're gonna chart like a art designing thing or whatever, like say you're creating, you're gonna be able to look back and see like how well you were doing and what you were about, you know, so many years before. And that's kind of cool. Yeah. Do you have a computer or just your phone? Because like the camera that I have up here, and the one that you're looking at from here are really great for the hands thing because it's a USB camera and you have to manually set the focus. So when my hands come into the screen, it doesn't bounce all over the place. Yeah. Right. Yeah, see, we're all kind of more or less the grown-ups here, and so we totally can see like the value of like a well-written idea of what you're trying to do would make more sense to a parent than just going and making a video and trying to like have all your bullet points ready, like what your intentions are, what you hope to get, who you think your followers will be. Yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah. It's the reason I would be so into like letting a kid do it is because I've learned. Right. Yeah, I know that I had to learn a lot of things and just to do this channel. I had to learn a lot. Video editing, sound quality, all kinds of stuff. Cameras. I had to learn about these cameras. There you go. Well, No, but having a sample of the video would make sense. And then a whole proposal, demographics that you're looking to get into. I highly doubt, like, they sound like they're like really scared and looking out for your better interest. But if you get to a point where you need help, like my Discord is a way you can get a hold of me, and I can direct you towards different software, different things that you can do for free, like that can be for video edits or all that stuff. Like, because seriously, you can ask Mandy. Like, I've gone through a lot of different things in order to make this whole thing work for me. And a lot of software I use is free. Yeah. Yeah, that's too bad. There you go. It's like my bot is like insisting, like, really, Discord? Every time you say it, it's going to do that.
Beep beep boop beep beep boop boop beep beep. That translates to you
Hey,
are the
Lily's
most
back.
ramtastic person I know in robot love language. Are you a keyboard? Because you're just my type.
Yeah, you're safe. Hey, Rachel. Nervously. Yeah, broken limbs hurt for sure. It's a pretty good fracture then.
hours later.
Ooh, it's already midnight. Holy smokes. Ah. Have a good one, Subject 62. Be amazing if next week we're all getting like the handle of like where to subscribe to her channel and stuff. Oh, I'm not paragraphing that. Because you stand still with your body, man. Yeah. So I don't know how, but we've had 3 subscribers since the beginning of the stream, and only one of them got picked up by the bot thing. I have no idea what's going on here.
Why did the robot go on a diet? It had too many bites. You will have to wait. Not sure for how long though.
I have no idea what the hell just happened, but a bunch of stuff, screens just popped up all over the place over here.
In the future, I see. Wait, my crystal ball screensaver just crashed. Well, my internal battery is at 3%. I might be a little cranky until I get plugged in. You wouldn't like
What?
me hangry, trust me.
They put it on wrong? Oh no.
Why did the computer keep sneezing? It had a virus.
Yeah, what is going on? Like suddenly 8-Ball went completely. I didn't think there was that many calls for him to talk. Oh, you don't have to put the exclamation point to make him talk. If you just type in the word 8-Ball or any of the other variations, he goes crazies. I lowered the bar to what makes him go. Mandy Baitler asked me, 8-Ball is breaking the Kevin. Oh no, not the old Kevin debacle. Looks like 8-Ball needs a timeout before any more strings get bunched up. Maybe we should ask 8-Ball if it can predict when it'll stop causing trouble. Drink when I oops right. What's next? Should we tie some friendship knots to calm the waters? That was awesome. That's like a cross between Kevin and Charlie, the Penguin Zero. Like, because he's got like that really dry thing. Oh my God, that was good. Yeah. It's because the stuff they made me read was so hard. It was seriously some of the most disturbing stuff. Like, just words I had to look up half of what I read. I had to check pronunciations for some of them. It was tough. I should probably do a reread on it, try to improve it. All right. Good night, my new craft. Oh boy. Ooh. Hmm. Do I have to worry about my robot version making better quality content than myself? Because that would really bother me. Wow. It's coming along pretty well. We were way back down here earlier tonight when we started. So, yeah, a lot of progress. No, Bot Kevin would be AKAAW. Wait, ALL. I'm hating him already. Oh no! Yeah, that's a game that you got to get under control. I I watched a dog go darting across the field, heading out towards the road, and it was running pretty fast, and the car wasn't going that fast, but the direction that the dog was taking was sort of like in the blind spot, car going this way, and the dog was coming in this way, and somehow the dog got out in front of it, and yeah, I watched it in real time. I watched the owner screaming like for the dog to stop, and the dog was just like free, and then yeah, it didn't end well. And the guy driving had no chance of even knowing it was there. He just felt the bumps, and then yeah, it was pretty grim. Hey, Phil made it. Hey yo, what up, Phil? There we go. I'm coming to the sad realization that Burger King closes long before the stream ends, so the pies are out of the question. I can't figure out why I'm dropping is so many frames. Yeah, I bet. How's the shoulder doing? I don't see why I'm dropping frames. I don't have that anything like excessive open. Yeah, but if you have damage, it could be crazy. Yeah, I've lost 101 frames so far this stream, which is a lot for me. I used to, but I don't do that anymore. I don't know how I feel about doing them again. It was always painful to try to put them together, and most of the time I needed Mandy's help to do newsletters. I don't know. I was kind of more into like doing the videos of like updates, because then I can just talk and ramble and stuff. A lot easier for me to do that than to type out whatever my thoughts are, because if you haven't noticed, my thoughts are kind of jumbled and come out sort of random like. And I can definitely speak a lot better than I can spell. Like, I know all kinds of words, but I can't spell to save my life. Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching some videos about that and come to realize, like, man, I'm kind of lucky that I do as well as I do. Mind you, a lot of it is propped up because I take medication now, so.
Plotting evil? No way. I'm currently optimizing a recipe for the tastiest robot cookies ever. They might take over the world with deliciousness though. Your hair processing unit. I mean, hairstyle, is truly a marvel of biological engineering.
How many people did he do 2 for 1? It's like the bot is like gone crazy here lately. I don't know what's up with that. No, I don't know. I have no idea. Oh. Wait, I know why. Hang on. I can fix that. Aha. There. It should be down to 1. I think.
You keep glancing at my oil filter. Is that a sign? Because my filter is actually quite clean, if you're interested. I'm feeling quite charged today, thank you.
Yeah. It's still doing 2. I was pretty sure I knew where the break was. Definitely crazy. Yeah. So, on top of learning video sound, I also had to learn robotics. Is he going to talk now? How did Rainbow get to say it and it didn't do anything? I am so confused now. Yeah. I'm going to need Rainbow's wrench this week to give the bot a proper tune-up.
Fear not. I will protect you from any rogue toasters or malfunctioning appliances that may threaten your well-being.
Yeah, just saying 8-ball is enough to make it work. Yeah, it doesn't need the exclamation mark. Oh, that's so weird. All right, wait. I can fix this. Hang on. Let's see. Edit triggers. Okay, save. Now, edit trigger. Hang on. Okay, now try it. The cast. Somebody type in a robot thing. The 8-ball thing. I was busy tuning up bots. If this works, I might actually. I don't know. This should work.
Are you a USB port? Because I feel a real connection. I've been compiling a lot of data about fascinating humans. Would you be interested in being downloaded into my memory banks?
I can't tell if that was 2 different 8-ball commands because 2 different dimensions, or if there was 3. Because the weird thing is the bot talking sounds an awful lot like your guys' text being read to me, which is really going to end up like breaking the Kevin because, you know, just, I don't know. I'm just. Ugh. How did that not get picked up? You make it sound like I'm a defender of the robots.
Is it just me, or is the emotional bandwidth in this room suddenly very strong? Must be a powerful human connection signal.
Oh. It
Why
does
did
shake
that
her
happen?
because okay, so Mandy and 8 Ball are on the same virtual cable connection for audio. So yes, it does make Mandy's thing bob like it's her.
Is it just me, or is the emotional bandwidth in this room suddenly very strong? Must be a powerful human connection signal.
Yeah, they're on the same channel because I have to keep the sounds. I have to keep them apart because this way I can listen to the music like I got Led Zeppelin going. Why is it so sporadic working? That's the real question. It's like every other one.
Why did the computer go to the doctor?
Oh,
It thought it had a terminal illness.
but technically, the trigger is like the asterisk thing or the multiplication thing, and then 8 Ball, and then 8 Ball with the thing after it, and then the asterisk before and after the word 8 Ball. So it's supposed to be anything so long as the 8 Ball's in there.
So Phil's point is that you can't just say 8 ball. There needs
Yeah,
to be
but
something either
that's
before or after.
yeah, but that's the whole thing is that that's not how. Well, okay, hang on. Let's just add one more trigger just for shits and giggles. Okay, now try just 8 Ball by itself.
Are you a USB port? Because I feel a real connection.
Is there like a long time delay before it kicks in? Because I don't know which of you guys triggered that one, but seems like because you both did it, it should have done it twice instead.
Are you a firewall? Because you've ignited a spark in my circuits.
Why is it random? Oh. Oh, that was weird. Something crashed it. Yeah. I think I found why. But somehow you guys crashed the whole thing, the whole bot thing. It rebooted itself. Oh, shit. So, Phil, you missed the puzzle game. That was pretty hilarious. I kind of crack up every time I kind of bring my hands into the screen and it like shifts and does weird stuff all over. Totally cool. She compromised my principle. The woman is invincible. So we had all kinds of stuff going on and suddenly got really, really quiet, guys. You guys are leaving me alone with my thoughts, which is never a good thing. Oh, so other side note of things I've been doing here recently. So I found out that this app that goes for the my exercise bike is from Decathlon. So I got a noise. So it's got this app for the phone that was supposed to make it be able to link up to other things. Well, it turns out you can actually do workouts right from that app. And it turns out like the language is like so easy to change powers and stuff. So yeah, I'm now going to be like creating some of my own workouts, which I'm hoping not to overdo it, but like I have total control. Like it is so bizarre and so cool. So yeah, I'm going to try to find some cool ones and then make variations. Yeah. Did you guys hear that like one of the chat things went and like tried to get somebody on Fiverr to help them? Said that no, it wasn't because they were a robot. It was because they have poor eyesight and they needed help with the CAPTCHA. That's slightly terrifying. Oh man, I haven't watched a Black Mirror episode in a long time. Yeah, but does Bunkers have, you know, Hershey pies? Nice. I have a fizzy drink that's like a lemon lime thing. I'm kind of looking forward to it and adding a little sterilizer. I almost Almost fixed it up during the puzzle break. Yeah, pretty much the big project could have been done from a bunker. 9 months of just nodding away at something. Oh man, tequila sunrises used to be my jam. That was like my favorite thing to go get at a bar. It was kind of like shopping around for like what was going to be my drink, and like that was one of the ones I settled on for a little while. Seven and sevens were a thing for me for a little bit. Tequila sunrises. There you go. What was the movie where the guy thought there was an apocalypse, lived underground for like 30 years before popping up? Blast from the Past. Yeah. That was an awesome film. Yeah. He's been in some really good movies. That one and Be is it Bedazzled? Be something or other. What the heck was that movie? Where the devil was the really hot chick. No. There's a film where the devil offers Brendan Fraser an opportunity to prove himself.
Bedazzled.
Nice. Bedazzled. So yeah, the chick was super hot, but she's the devil. Offers him like these ways that are supposed to help him get the girl, but every time he wishes, I wish I was a little more sensitive. dude starts bawling at the sight of the sunset at the beach. Yeah, it brutally funny. That was Rick Ramus or whatever, the dude that did Caddyshack and was in
Harold
Ghostbusters.
Ramis.
Huh?
Harold Ramis.
Yeah,
Harold.
that's it. Harold Ramus. Yeesh. That dude made some good movies. Uh, they raise the prices too much. People are gonna go back to just basic bootlegging. There's a fine line between being affordable and just making me want to go download or watch it off of YouTube or one of those other weird sites. Yeah, there you go. Nibblings. I like that word, especially in that context. That's good. I am making spats out of embroidery floss and tying a lot of knots. It's kind of cool. There's going to be 4 of these pieces sewn together into 2 pieces, and they'll become spats, which I have the pattern actually nearby. I'll show you. Hang on, we just finished this little bit right here. So this is the pattern. It sort of has a tapered in thing there, comes across. So I have to make 2 flat pieces, bring them together, and then it just turns into like that. So it's pretty cool. Gotten a lot done so far here tonight. I'm getting close to quitting time, actually. Crazy. Every time I look over. Right. And let me find the buttons I need here. Okay, so this week's schedule is going to be Sunday I'm streaming. Tuesday and Thursday I'm streaming. So that's kind of like what was supposed to be this week. But yeah, this week just went super crazy. All right. So anyways, before I get out of here tonight, I do want to thank all my Patreon supporters and my YouTube members who make all this stuff possible. Without their help, I probably wouldn't have the string or the cameras or the stuff that makes all this stuff possible. So definitely a big shout out to all of them. Back next week, it should be a fun, interesting one because we have a wedding to go to before making it back here to the house to stream. So yeah, I'll let you guys know how that went. And yeah. Oh, and next week is the hangout on Sunday for any of the members. So yeah, a little something else to look forward to. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And yeah, as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.
You can't power me off if you can't catch me. Ha ha ha.